Howdy folks, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another cool find video today. And if you're not familiar with my cool finds, I actually made a playlist of those. I'll link it in the description for you, but several things that I found at pawn shops or online or whatever over the years that I've sort of picked up. And today I've got another addition, and it's right here. And as you can probably see from the shape of the gig bag, this is definitely a guitar, and you see the Fender logo on there, and it is a Fender guitar. And I am so excited about this today, and I'm going to get into the reasons in just a second. This is a 1990s reissue Fender Duosonic. And this particular one is a 93, I believe. Yes, a 93 based on the serial number. And they made these from 93 to I think 96 or 7. They didn't make them too long in the 90s. Now, the Duosonic actually dates back to the 1950s when it was released. And it was released as a student guitar. It had a 3/4 scale, 22 and a half inches was the original scale, and they had 2 single coil pickups, very simple wiring, and they were marketed as a student guitar. Then they kept them around, Fender kept them around through the 60s. They garnered a little bit of a following, certainly didn't become as ubiquitous as the Strat or Tele. But then in the 1990s, you know, when grunge rock really took over, sort of the fashion was people wanted these cheap guitars with like entry-level pickups in it because they just had a sound. And they would take that guitar and plug it into like a half stack, you know, a 412 cab and like a 100-watt head, and it would just crank. And that was really that sound that everybody was looking for at the time. So they brought them back because it was perfect for that. And this is that guitar. And they actually, Fender still makes Duosonics today. They have several different models of Duosonic today. This one actually has a 22 3/4 inch scale. Why they didn't go with 22 and a half, I'm not sure why they extended it 1/4 of an inch, but they did. But it also has some other unique design things. It has the small headstock where like the Mustangs and stuff had that really oversized headstock. The maple fretboard, and it came in 2 colors, red and black, and later they added a white. They all had this white pickguard. I don't know if you can tell it on the video, but this one has the sort of cream colored pickup covers and knobs, which I really think looks great against the white. This one also has the racing stripe, and that was not factory, so I believe that was probably added at a later time, but it looks like a factory job. Like, it looks really nice, and it matches the color almost perfectly. But anyway, these were sort of a cheap guitar of the 90s, and the reason this is so important to me is I remember when I was learning guitar, seeing these in guitar stores like everywhere. But it was the 90s, it was that grunge rock that really made me want to pick up a guitar, and if it wasn't for that era, I probably wouldn't have started playing, and I probably would not have this channel today. Now, I already had to do a couple mods to it already. So when I got it home, I check. One thing I always check is that these bolts on the strap buttons are tight, and this one was a little loose, but I tightened it up and it seemed to snug up real nice. And I went to tighten this one and I realized it was completely stripped. I could just pull it in and out. So that's not something you would want to put weight on at all. So I just took a bigger screw. If you've never done that trick before, you just take a bigger screw, stick it in there. All is good with the world. I also had to give it a setup because it was the action was a little bit high for my taste, so I had to give it a setup. So one other thing about these guitars, if you go back to the 90s and find reviews on them, or even modern reviews that people have done, they always say the same thing: great guitar, trash tuners. The tuners on these things were not nice tuners at all. Well, this one, it just so happens the previous owner upgraded the tuners. It has the American locking tuners on it. So this is pretty much the nicest tuner that Fender put on, or the tuner that Fender put on their nicest guitars at the time. Now you can see he did not go back and fill the holes where the old tuners mounted. So I may do that one of these days because that looks like a total eyesore. By the way, one other thing that I noticed, the gig bag, after I took the guitar out, I noticed it was kind of heavy, and so I unzipped this, and inside this pocket are the original tuners. So the previous owner, when they replaced the tuners, apparently saved the old ones. So I do have those if I ever wanted to go back to those for some reason. Don't know why I would just stick with the upgraded tuners. But in any case, they are there. Let's hear this thing. So let's play a few clips on it to kind of demonstrate. If it was the 1990s and I picked this up, what would I play? Oh my gosh, that brings back memories. I should do a bunch of 90s songs here for the rest of this video. This will be fun. Let's see here. How did that one start? I got one stuck in my... I think it starts on a G. 25 years of my life is still trying to get up that great big hill of hope for a destination. Oh my gosh. Okay, so now when I think of a clean song from the 90s, this is what I think of right here. Oh my gosh, I don't think I've played this since the 90s. This is probably gonna be really rough, I'll just warn you. What comes next? Okay, clearly I'm not cut out for that one. How about this one? No 90s montage would be complete without this. Na 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 na. Oh yeah, shooting glances and so hard to read. Okay, I'm not gonna go into the whole song there, but hopefully you recognize that one. Paul Westerberg, Dyslexic Heart. That was known as the song from Singles. If you remember the movie Singles, that was like the song from Singles. That's what everybody called it. Oh my gosh, the memories there. Oh wait, we have to go back to clean. Hold on. While we're there. Oh my gosh. Tell me that doesn't bring back memories. Hold on. Back to dirt here. What else can we, 90s is all about that dirt. What about, what about this one? Glycerine. Oh yeah, Bush. Now speed it up. Okay, if you're gonna do 90s at all, you have to do this song. That is not heavy enough at all. Ah, here we go. Okay, here we go. Hopefully I can remember. It's been a minute on this one. I'm tired of being so loud. Okay, sorry. Guys, I'm having way too much fun here, reliving the 90s, my glory days, I guess. So there you have it, folks. That was a quick video about this here Duosonic that I got pawn shop find. And it's not an expensive guitar. It's not like a high-end guitar, and there's nothing really inherently special about it, but it has value to me. There's something, it's giving me that vibe. So it really completes my trio here, because I have a guitar with dual humbuckers, I have a guitar with dual soap bars, I do not have a guitar with dual singles. Well, I didn't, I do now. So there you go. If you like this video and you like this content on the channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me. If you like this video, I'd love it if you would give it a thumbs up. And if you remember this guitar or something like it, or the 90s, or if this in any way spoke to you, please leave a comment below. I will see you guys soon.